Yeah, man. So Donald Trump, he set it up with North Korea for them to cooperate. What's the guy's name again from North Korea?
Kim Jong Un.
Kim Jong Un. How did he get that guy to cooperate, man?
Scared, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, backs against the wall. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the meeting in Singapore. Not that far from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. This is kind of amazing if you think about it. Like, we've never done this before. We've never gotten them to the table, and a lot of it's our own fault. We here in America, some of our presidents, a lot of them, including Bush, Clinton, Obama, they towed the same line. Like a lot of presidents do. They towed the same line. You can change the name, change the face, change the skin color. It don't matter. They're all the same, right?
Same, yeah.
And they had this hands-off approach with Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il, his father before him. They had this hands-off approach with North Korea. It's like, hey, we're not going to sit down and negotiate with them. And by doing that and by getting nowhere with them, we just allowed them to keep furthering and further their nuclear program, right? So all we did was keep throwing more sanctions on them. And then what it got to us was they just kept getting more advanced in their weaponry to the point where Trump comes in and all of a sudden now it's like, oh, they're 6 months out from getting a nuclear weapon that could reach the United States, West Coast. So, okay, so what are you going to do? So what did Trump do? Trump threatened them. Basically Trump just said, hey, fire and fury, either stop or we'll nuke, basically we'll nuke the shit out of you. We'll do it. And that scared a lot of people because you got to think of that whole region. Plus, don't forget, North Korea is on China's border.
Yeah, and it's connected with South Korea. It's nuts.
Right. So there's a lot of moving parts, right? And plus, North Korea doesn't like Japan. There's a lot of bad ill will, and so that went on for a couple of months where Trump was just like, we'll fight fire with fire kind of deal, and name calling, all stuff, and then all of a sudden, North Korea was like, hey, we want to talk. All right. And that's where we're on now. We don't. There's a lot of speculation of like what's going to come of this. You know what? Whatever comes of it, at least it's a good first step. It's diplomacy. Nobody's getting nuked. This could be the first step into something really positive for that region of the world and for the whole world. I mean, think about those poor people that live in North Korea. They don't have a normal life. They don't really know what the outside world is like. They live, they don't have a lot of good quality food. They have work camps. They don't have good jobs. They really have no, they have no reason is given to them to do anything other than what they do, which is
there's no reason for them to be ambitious and to have dreams to further their what they want to do.
Right, because they don't know.
They don't know what they want to do. Right,
they don't know what to dream about because they're kind of disconnected from the outside world, and if it's sad because they're like innocent victims in all this, right? And if anything bad was to go down, those people they pay a huge price. So a lot of people, the media here in America, the people that hate Trump, they kind of secretly want us to fail. In reality, the best thing for the world.
I wouldn't want this to fail. You got to think about it. Forget about Trump. We're talking about nuclear weapons. I mean, this is no joke, man. I know I'm laughing, but it's no joke because forget about Trump. Forget about, if someone thinks he's wrong or if someone thinks he's right. Okay. Like you said earlier, not one man runs the country. So forget about Trump. Right now, at this point, we just want to make sure that things get done. You get what I'm saying? Because We don't want a situation to happen to where they, nukes start go. Once a nuke goes off, that's it. Major lives are affected, and we don't need any more catastrophes. The natural disasters is one thing, but nukes, the world doesn't need that.
Well, yeah, because it'd be a chain. It'd be a chain reaction because, like I said, North Korea is on the border with China, and
they connected with South Korea, and then all of those. It's funny not to cut you off. All of those Asian countries are built on top of each other.
Right. Well, the thing is, South Korea. If North Korea fired a nuclear weapon at America, say they targeted California, right, the mainland, because they could easily target, say, Hawaii or whatever. But let's say they target the mainland, they would then have to immediately strike South Korea. They'd have to strike Seoul. They'd have to bombard that city at the same time because that's their biggest threat right there. It's right there, right on their border. But then with America retaliating, all the people in North Korea would flee towards the north. They'd go to China. And then China doesn't allow those people into their country. Even though China uses North Korea as like their little lapdog, right? Their little brother. They send them out to cause all the problems. They don't want North Koreans in China. So you'd have all these people flooding, these refugees be flooding their borders, which they do not want. And so it'd be such a disaster because you would have to think at that point in time, if you're going to fire a nuke at America, you're not going to survive. North Korea is not going to survive. So you figure they would just do everything they had. They would probably send something towards Japan. They would bombard South Korea. You don't know what else they would do because it's only a matter of time before they're done for. So, maybe Trump's bullying of them is what led them to realize, well, maybe it's in our best interest to at least talk to America and let's do something we never did before. At least sit down and see what they can do for us in exchange for us giving up our nuclear weapons. And let me tell you, if Trump's been saying in the media, we want 100% denuclearization, right? There's no like 50%. There's no crap like the deal Iran got, where like they can do they can enrich so much for X amount of time, and then after 7 years they could do this and do that. None of that. Trump wants 100% give up your nukes.